What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you with my main man, Leg and Nick Dianni. We are back to bring you some additional Champions League early coverage here. We have a very good matchup for Tuesday and for Wednesday. 4 games apiece, one game starting at 12:15, the other 3 starting at 3 o'clock. We're going to get started here right away with Brest versus PSG. PSG just won this head-to-head in France on February 1st. Brest scored 2. PSG on the road scored 5. Dembele had a hat trick. PSG also won the reverse fixture at home this season back on, September 14th, something like that. PSG 3, Brest 1. Dembele had a brace in that. PSG hasn't lost this head-to-head since before the internet was invented, guys. I went back to 1989 is where I stopped getting data, and PSG had not lost this head-to-head. There have been ties in there, obviously, but PSG is 9-1-0 in the last 10 head-to-heads, and PSG is 10-0-0 away in their last 10 head-to-heads.
How do I top that with any thoughts?
Brest can score a goal. Both teams to score.
That's true. Both teams to score has been popping off pretty good. I do like both teams to score as well at -140 over on Caesars. Both games this year had both teams to score, so I can definitely see that trend continuing. Let's jump over to some predicted starting 11s. Obviously, I just talked a bunch about Dembele and how he has 5 goals in their last 2 head-to-heads. So I'm going to start with Dembele anytime goal scorer at +105 over on either FanDuel or DraftKings. That's probably where I'm going to start player prop shopping.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go 3 for 3 anytime we talk about PSG together. Bradley Barcola +250 for an assist. Dude is an assist. As much as Dembele is a goal machine, Barcola is an assist machine. So that's going to be in the +250 range or better. I'm going to continue to take it. Cashed it the last 2 shows we had, so let's go for 3.
Yeah, so both those guys you just said, you guys both took a side. I was looking at their to-score assist number, so that works out for me either way. And then Achraf Hakimi and Vitinha love jacking for chicks if I see them in the starting lineup. Vitinha's shots outside the box isn't a crazy one. Achraf Hakimi just to score assist number wouldn't even be that crazy against Brest. I think Achraf takes a few of the set pieces on that side of the field at least.
Yeah, he definitely does. Hakimi shot on target I liked at +135 over on BetRivers, and Vitinha shot on targets +145 on MGM. The other guy I was looking at is like this entire midfield shoots for PSG. So you can get Ruiz for a shot on target at +140 as well over on BetRivers. I think that's a good look. Dembele, 2 shots on target, +115 on BetRivers. I do like him for a goal. I think if you're shooting twice on net, you should be in the back of the goal, especially at the Champions League level, but you get a little better number for 2 shots on target. So I could realistically see you playing both. Like I mentioned, Dembele has had multiple goals in each of these head-to-heads this year, and I think he's got 12 goals in his last 6 games. Dude's been on an absolute heater, so I could even see you going and sprinkling Dembele for a brace.
Also, notice that none of us said anything about Special K over there. We got to see him for an hour against Brest, and he got hooked. So now if you want to take a little revenge angle, like, hey, he's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, that's going to be your argument for taking any Special K props, do you? But I would probably stick with the hot hands like we've been saying.
Yeah, and other than that, I think going along with the both teams to score, we mentioned it -140. I like both teams to score. I really like the over 2.5 here as well at -101 over on Caesars for the combo. Obviously, you can see the line is set at over 3.5. They definitely think that PSG is scoring at least twice. The number on Brest to score has pulled back a little bit. -165 is -190 earlier in the weekend when I was getting ready with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even PSG and over 2.5 isn't even super appealing to me. It's minus 130. I mean, do I think it comes in? Yeah, but this is
Do you really want to lay that much juice?
You don't. I know.
hitting
I
3
definitely
goals?
don't. I mean, it's tough for me because I'm trying to come on and not give out my disdain for PSG in the Champions League, but also try to give some solid advice and some good leans. Tough to see them losing this one, but I'm not looking to drink any juice on them either.
Leg, you got anything else?
I'm looking for a number on both teams to score in PSG money line. Yeah, I'm looking at a plus 125 on DK, and if I was going to take a side, that's probably what I did. Yeah. Just because Brest at home, you're in the Champions League. I don't know how often we're really going to be saying Brest is in the Champions League. So I don't know who's going to score the goal.
Right.
I couldn't pick out a name for you from Brest, but I do think they get at least one. Just like I do think PSG would still probably cover the spread and will win this game.
I'm with you. Yeah, PSG and both teams to score plus 150 MGM, plus 160 Bet365 if you have it. But yeah, plus 140 to plus 160. I think a very playable number. I like that as well.
I'm trying to advocate, like, can Brest keep it close? Like you said, they're at home. You know, you're not going to get them in another at-home Champions League knockout stage. Tough to, well, I don't know. I'm really hard to, you open this segment with what PSG's never lost. So, I don't know. I'm trying to make
it's not that they've never lost. They just haven't lost since the internet's been invented. and I couldn't go back far enough to find whether
if it happened before the internet in France, it doesn't count. No, I'm trying to advocate for, like, maybe could you take Brest plus 1.5, but I don't even think you can. So thank you guys for listening to me for a minute of just rambling to not give out a bet.
No worries, man. That said, be sure to like and subscribe right here at youtube.com/Burroaks772. I'll be able to bring you guys as many of these Champions League previews and other sorts of free content right there on my YouTube channel. If you're subscribed, you get notified. It costs you absolutely nothing. It helps me out a shit ton, and that's what helps bring Leg and Nick back as well. So please subscribe, youtube.com/Burroaks772. All the links can also be found right here in the video description.
Guys, that's not true. I would come back if you only subscribe to my channel, not others.
We outside!